Hey guys, this is my first video, so I'll be trying to be as good as possible, but yeah, feel free to give me your feedback. I'd love to know what you think about it. So this is about Tournament Arena. I've seen some messages in our chat that you guys struggle a little bit with it or you dislike it. First I want to say I am not a paying player. I spent very little money on this game, maybe 25, maybe 30 euros, something like that. I'm currently level 43, so most of the stuff I have is relied purely on locks during 10-pull drops and efficient leveling. So my most powerful character at this time is Archimatos, who's Diamond 3, but I don't use him in Tournament Arena. I use, as I wrote in chat, mainly Boss Gulgortz, and I build around him for this format. The most important thing is the Warmachine, and you have to use Forgefiend for several reasons. The first one, obviously, the active, right, which allows you to clean the summons. Most players will bring characters who can summon units, so you need that if you get swarmed by Abraxas or Archimatos summonings, but it can also help you clean the drones around a well-placed Rebas, which will be a pain in the ass because, as you know, the Tau drones will absorb 50% or have a 50% chance to take a hit for their character if they are next to them, so you don't want that. And also the demonic ordinance, the other unit, the other ability that you want to use is useful for two things. It can help you remove Terminator buffs on Terminator armor units. So if the unit is already standing on a tile that is on fire, you use this first, so it procs the 75% damage reduction on the first proc, and then you can hit it with your units. And it's also very good for denying access to buffs or blocking some characters, because the fire it creates makes the terrain lose all movement points for the units who's trying to cross it, unless they have I don't know how it's called. I think it's Rapid Assault, or let me check. It's on Lucius has it. The thing that allows you to ignore barbed wire and fire and ice tiles. I don't have the name, but some units have it and they can just ignore it. Yeah, so let's take a look at the fight. So I'm gonna play a ranked game. I already got the last chest, but just for demonstration's sake. So I play in uncommon rarity because most of my guys are capped at bronze 1. That's my one rule. I'm trying to level everyone to bronze 1. And then also, as I wrote in chat, I find that most opponents are not as experienced, because the higher you go in here, the more experience the player have, because they probably grinded a lot more. You always have the exception. And the third thing is, I find RNG is more impactful at higher levels, because, as you know, damage values are minus 20% to plus 20% of the damage value. So the higher the base damage value, the higher the damage discrepancy can be between a minus 20% and a plus 20%. So if you do 100 damage or if you do 10,000 damage, the variation of the damage is more impactful. But that's just my opinion. Also, basically, you can perfectly grind. You see, I'm still there's still a day and a half left for the event, and I already got the chest, and sorry, the last chest. So it's really not an issue to grind in uncommon. So for me, what is important for Tournament Arena? You want something that is mobile, and you want something that is kind of tanky, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, playing first is usually a huge advantage, but not necessarily. So you want stuff that go with Gulgortz, so you want characters that have a decent movement stats, and you want also melee attacks, because yeah, maybe let's take a look at Gulgortz's active ability. So we understand exactly what is interesting here. So he gives +1 movement and normal melee attacks deals additional damage. So you want to position these units around Gulgortz on start so that your, in my case, my brother Jäger and my Titus benefit from this trait. They must be touching Gulgortz when he activates the ability. The other thing you want with Gulgortz is 2 free tiles, so he can summon his 2 boys to help you clear out the enemies and also the Tyrannid spawn that will spawn. The Snot is a great addition because he can spawn units, he can taunt, and he doesn't need to be next to Gulgortz when he activates his ability to benefit from it. The last unit I use is Chozil. You can also go with Calandis. Calandis is also pretty good, but I haven't leveled her abilities because I'm severely lacking in Xenos badges right now, so I'm trouble upgrading her a bit. So I'm using Chozil. You want something to pierce armor, okay? If they bring a Bellator or something with a huge fucking armor, you definitely want something to pierce that armor. So that's my my setup. I'm pretty sure something can be done. I think Axor can be pretty cool also in Arena, but I just unlocked him, so I didn't properly equip him and level him yet. Lucian can also be strong, but it's squishy. You want characters that can take some damage. What else is interesting? A lot of players play with Revas. I think the only setup I struggle against Revas really is if it's Revas plus the Tau that reactivates the active ability. So if he can use his active ability twice in a fight, then it's a pain in the ass. Otherwise, you can play around it. Maybe I will be able to show you a little bit. Yeah, so let's just get into it and see how you can fight with these units and how you can set up. Brother Jäger is very important because he can taunt a unit. So first thing is you need to identify what are the big threats in the opposing team, right? Because you want to get rid of these first. So usually it's going to be a Karn. Let's see what they brought. So they have what's his name? Thank you, Harkin. Varo Tigurs is absolute shit. They have 3 Psychers, so this is a crap team. There should be no big difficulty. So the first thing you want to do is position your Gulgortz, and your melee units are on Gulgortz. In this case, I want the armor buff on Brother Jäger because he will be taunting, and then I'm counting the tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now I cannot use my active ability to charge anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if he grabs this, then I will have enough range. This guy, actually I could use the active if I want. No, I'm out of range, I'm not going to be able to use it. And this guy I'm going to position here because again he doesn't need to be next to Gulgortz to use it. So I'm going to get this a bit closer, and I still have 2 free tiles here to summon boys when I use the active. Okay, so he grabs, I think, yeah. So his team is extremely squishy, so I think I will be able to clean out 3 guys maybe on the first turn. The only bad thing with Chozil in this format is she always gets a fucking Tyrannid on melee, which nerfs her damage for the round. So maybe Calandis is actually better in this format. Really. So the first thing I want to do is activate Boss Gulgortz. Now, who do we want to kill? The most pain in the ass character in this is going to be Harkin. If he levels up and he gets kills, the damage will ramp up. But let's see if I can get a quick kill on Sybil here. So invoking this, he's going, already killed, boom, 1 dead. So now I'm going to use Brother Jäger positioned here to get the defensive, and I'm gonna taunt this guy because I don't want this guy running around making kills, and he's almost dead. Then I have this guy, he can go here and I can take the kill, don't need to use the active. Then I have this guy, I cannot hit, but I can position him to taunt 2 guys here. So I'm gonna go here, use the active, taunt these 2 guys, and then he has to deal with my little my little snotlings. And okay, and I spent too much time talking and less time playing, so I did actually not play with Chozil, but obviously if you're not recording a video, you should have no problem using this guy. So now he already lost 2 guys. His Varus is in melee, he cannot use the active. He has this, he has Certus, who's absolutely dog shit, who will do nothing. So right now it's already a win for me. There's no way I lose this fight now. Yeah, so my summons are cleaning. I can even take this damage buff and kill. So this guy picked up the armor, so I'm gonna use my piercing attack to kill this guy, because that's the best thing I can do with piercing attack is high armor target. Then I'm gonna put this on melee here. I just installed the PC client and I did not put the speed too fast, so apologies for the slow movements. There you go, and then you just clean up with this guy. Oh, I played too slow. I really need to change the settings here so I can have fast movement, but as you see, the game is over. GG! And yeah, that's it. If you are interested, I can play a few more rounds and try and fight more people, but in a nutshell, that's how you play this. I hope you liked the video, and yeah, just let me know if that was any help or not.